we have Apple Watch, we're sending rockets to the thing, right? And then we're still sending orders on a piece of paper, so I'm like, we gotta change this. Exactly a year, we went from having one office to like, we're close to 100 right now.
Who's the guy with you?
Hello to everybody in this cool group, closed group where we're not allowed, but I appreciate you letting me in and put my 2 cents about Zen Supplies.
So let me introduce, we have Tiger here from Zen Supplies, and he's actually in our office right now. I wanted him to come on and answer any questions that you guys may have. I had made a post a little while ago about what Zen Supplies is and what they do and how, you know, we're utilizing it in our practice. A lot of people were interested. They did their raise their hand, and they've been asking me a lot of private questions too. So today I want to be kind of, you know, transparent to everyone. If you are on here and want to ask us any questions, go ahead and type it in there, so as we're talking, we can go ahead and look at your questions and answer them as well. Okay?
Yeah, that's awesome. And then later on, if the video is saved, more people will answer. You can just send them to me, I'll answer, and then you can put it back in the comments.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll be happy to do that.
So Tiger, can you tell us a little bit more about Zen Supplies and what you guys do, and yeah,
sure.
From there.
Sure.
And your story, I guess, how you got started, all of that good stuff.
Sure. So it's very simple. One day I go to the dental office. So I was involved with dental practices for a long time. I was more on a design and construction maintenance side. So I go to one of my friend's office and I see a dental assistant, just like Pamela, standing on the sterilization countertop. Imagine the countertop right here.
Like right there?
Yeah, right there. Standing on a countertop, and just everybody picture this. Apple Watch, an iPhone, and a yellow sticky note taking an order, right? So I go to them and I say, this was one of the assistants at the ortho office, Peter Ortho office, one of our first clients. And I said, Justino, what are you doing? He said, I'm preparing an order. I said, what? He's like, can I see it? He's like, yeah. And I see gloves, 2 boxes, cotton rolls, 3 boxes, right? And so the entire order. And I'm like, can I watch you do this? He says, yes. So then he takes his phone, takes a picture of it, sends it to his banco rep and say, can you please confirm it when you got it? And I'm watching the whole thing and I'm like, we have Apple Watch, we're sending rockets to the thing, right? And then we're still sending orders on a piece of paper, so I'm like, we gotta change this. And so I went back, we did some prototypes, I came back to this office and I said, if we load all your product, we started doing prototype, went to the first office, and then literally, they started loading. And remember how the internet was back in 1988? No, 98. So like you click the button, it's kush, 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 and then it goes somewhere. So my page was loading literally 5 minutes.
Wow.
So imagine what we do with you here. It takes seconds. We would go grab a coffee, come back, the page would load. It was ridiculous. But a lot of people stayed with us and it was good. And since July of last year, so yeah, it's exactly a year, we went from having one office to like, we're close to 100 right now.
Wow,
yeah.
Congrats.
It's been amazing.
That is awesome.
So maybe you can share while people are getting in, like what's been your experience?
So our experience was pretty awesome from the beginning. I think you made it so easy to just join, you know. It was like, I remember one night I was just talking to you and I was like, you know what, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Yeah, it was like
and you're
this.
Like,
right?
you ready? You're ready? Sure? I was like, yeah, let's do it. I told my assistants, I was like, look guys, we're going to
like,
do this.
That
No, they actually were
just
super
kidding.
excited. They wanted to know what it's all about. And so we set up the second session, I think within a week. Yep, and got the girls on there, our assistants, and you guys trained them really fast, and we set all the distributors, and you gave us a little homework, but then you guys did a whole lot too. They basically take all your invoices and put all your orders in your software for you. So when you're ready to order supplies, everything that you've been ordering, you know, in the past, they're all in there.
For the last 12 months.
For the last 12 months, which a lot of things I feel like has changed for me. Like, you know, I try new things or I don't want, so you can actually personalize it that way, customize it, and take the things that you don't want to use anymore out. And so, and they have an app right now. So if you use an iPad, and then on there we can every time somebody takes something out, it's really easy. It's called Zen Out. You just go in there and say, okay, that product, I just took one out, and you just put one, for example. Or if you took more, then you put more. And then every time you're ready to order, they give you a list of all the things you're out of now. The ones you always order, you can keep those.
I think I did it within 2 working days, like in between patients. So, like, I mean, for me, I would spend probably like, I don't know, maybe an hour or more. I would have the computer pulled up, have 7 different tabs. I would be looking at 4 or 5 different things at the same time and trying to see what was cheaper and looking at prices and doing this one or who's free shipping, who isn't. I would spend so much time every day probably doing it. And then I would be ordering every 2 weeks or so.
So, where is the company based out of?
Chicago.
And who's the guy with you? So what's really nice about this software is that it literally just helps you control your inventory. You can order from whoever you were ordering from before, and even if you had custom pricing, because I know Tarun, you probably get really good prices. You can keep all those same fees. Is that automated, the invoicing? Yes, everything is automated. Actually, I can show you like
Really?
1 minute. Yeah.
Wow. Does the chat help you?
I haven't used it yet.
Okay.
I've been sending Liz Snapchat, so.
Oh, see, we're on Snapchat. Zen Supplies customer support on Snapchat.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I was sending her snaps the day we organized everything.
Out of one work week.
Yeah, out of the whole week. I think I would spend a long time doing the order. I think it would take me a few days just to like figure out what I needed. And
that's what I'm mostly excited about. Like that
So,
time, wow.
And then I'm not ordering as frequently as I used
So
to.
Tarun is asking some questions.
We don't make our money on distributors, and we don't make our money on submitting orders to distributors. So we make our money basically on our monthly fee at the less what they were buying before.
Nice.
So to us, it's a win-win too, because again, we don't have a preference where you send the orders.
Right.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But 3 hours a week?
Yeah,
That's
really,
awesome.
I would